Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to Guantanamo, Cuba.
We're arriving at the home of the most costly and controversial prison on earth. For more than a century, this corner of Cuba has been an American naval base. But for the past 20 years, it's been notorious for the Guantanamo Bay detention centre. Now overgrown with weeds and vines, this is the site of the old Camp X-Ray. When the first prisoners arrived here in 2002, they were held in 8 square-foot cages, force-fed, beaten and tortured.
That image of men in orange suits, shackled, kneeling on the ground in the oppressive Cuban heat is the enduring one for many across the world of Guantanamo Bay Detention Centre.
Around 780 suspected terrorists have been held at Guantanamo. Just 8 have been convicted and 4 have had those convictions overturned. 39 prisoners now remain, held at a detention centre which we're not allowed to film. Hearings take place not on American soil, but under a military judge at Camp Justice. We're here for one of them. Abdul Hadi al Iraqi is charged with being an al-Qaeda commander in Afghanistan, allegedly responsible for multiple deaths. His defence lawyer believes he's a prisoner of war and should be repatriated.
This case is essentially the litigation of the war in Afghanistan, and the war in Afghanistan is over. President Biden told us that last week. The United States entered into a peace agreement with the Taliban a year and a half ago, and certainly at this point, Guantanamo Bay shouldn't be the only place that the war in Afghanistan is being fought. My client should be sent home.
Abdul Hadi al Iraqi has been in Guantanamo for 14 years and his trial still hasn't properly started yet. His case typifies why some say the justice process here isn't fit for purpose. Every prisoner at Guantanamo Bay costs around £10 million a year. Former President Obama tried and failed to shut it down. Now it's President Biden's problem. This former Guantanamo prosecutor has switched sides.
Fundamentally, it was wrong to take people and place them in a cage and throw away the key. If there was ever a true intent to follow through with meaningful, fair trials, then that needed to happen quickly.
For the 5,500 people living in Guantanamo, it's more than a prison camp. And that's certainly the message the new boss of the naval base wants to convey.
With the war in Afghanistan winding down, is Guantanamo moving to a new chapter?
Yes, of course. This installation has been in existence for over 100 years. The exposure that it received based on the detention facility is understandable, but it's not the sole function of this installation.
The detention centre here was established to bring justice in wake of the horrors of 9/11. 20 years on, it's yet to be delivered. And as the forever wars are ending, the last vestige of that conflict limps on. Martha Kellner, Sky News, Guantanamo Bay.